spent 15 months in Iraq from May 2003 to August 2004. Pretty basically policing Baghdad. We did patrols, raids, checkpoints. We went to Fallujah, An-Najaf, Sadr City, Al-Qud. Some of the things, I think the first thing that started me thinking and got me extremely opposed to the war was the living conditions, the daily life of the Iraqi people who we were supposed to be helping. I heard somebody say that their unit was rebuilding schools and hospitals, and that might be true, it might not, but I know at the same time, while they were rebuilding one school, I was tearing down four, and bombs were coming in, and dehumanization is a big thing with the troops over there. We are taught not to connect with the Iraqi people. We're taught not to view them as human beings. That's why it's common in the military to call Iraqi people Hajis, similar to Vietnam, where the Vietnamese people were called Gooks, because you're disconnected from them. But as a human being, I couldn't look at the same kids, the same people every day for 15 months and not make a connection with them. Some of those little kids that would come up to you and ask for a handout or just say hi. You grew to love those kids, and I look on the news when I get back and see bombs dropping on Baghdad, and I think that maybe one of those kids that I saw as maybe a little brother or a little sister, it just got blown up, you know. You also see or have friends die over there. My best friend was killed over there, and a week later I was handed a box full of 240 machine gun rounds that were stained with his blood, and told to use them on the Iraqis because that would play on my rage at the fact that my friend had been killed in an ambush. And there is a lot of building going on in Baghdad in Iraq. But it's not for the Iraqi people, it's not for the civilians, it's for the occupation. There are permanent camps going up in Iraq by Halliburton employees who are making $130,000 a year to do the same job that soldiers could be doing, making $22,000 a year. There are so many reasons to say that this war is wrong, and I still haven't heard one concrete good reason why we should be fighting this war. And I can't see why the American people can sit by so blindly and accept this atrocity. Apathy is one of the things that myself as a soldier, somebody who went and bled and fought and killed for this lie, apathy is like an insult to me. You can come up to me and tell me you're against the war, and I'll tell you I don't care, because you're just going to go home and sit on your couch and watch the news unfold, the bullshit news. And sometimes I draw a blank. You kind of get caught back in the moment. When I came back, like a lot of soldiers, and I think probably all soldiers, you get caught in a place where you're numb and you're drawn away from everything, even your family. It took years, 2 years, before I could speak to my family about what happened over there. And this is something that all soldiers are dealing with. They're dealing with PTSD, and they're worried about whether or not they were subjected to depleted uranium. But the VA is not testing for depleted uranium. American soldiers, you know, when they come back, they're supposed to be proud, stoic, honorable. American soldiers, you know what an American soldier is. Everybody knows, right? That's what they tell you they are on the news. They don't tell you about the problems. And I'll have a guy walk up to me with his 14-year-old son, and his son will be beaming because this is an American soldier, right? He gets to talk to a hero, and he'll ask me if I killed anyone. This happened to me. A 14-year-old kid asked me if I killed anyone, and I didn't want to tell him that I had, and some of the people I did were his age. But this picture that we've given, that the U.S. government has given us to portray the soldiers is bullshit. It's one of their best achievements, because not only do they do a great job of dehumanizing the enemy, they do a great job of dehumanizing soldiers. We're taught, I mean, we don't go up. I've never had somebody come up and ask me how I was feeling today when they found out that I was a soldier. How was I feeling today, or how many friends did you lose, or what are your thoughts on the